have some whiting here. We're gonna deep fry this. Have some catfish here, and we'll deep fry that. I'm gonna put it into nuggets, and we'll have it all ready in here, and I'm gonna put it in cold water. All right, I've got a cup of cornmeal, a quarter cup of flour. I'm using all self-rising flour. It didn't specify, but this is what I use. And we're gonna mix up these ingredients. And we're gonna add some paprika. We're gonna put in probably, let's do it this way. About a half a tablespoonful. And we're gonna add in some garlic salt. Yep. Humidity. I'm going to add in some garlic salt to this. That ought to be about right. Love garlic. Okay. Garlic salt. Now these are additives I add in. This is going to be some Cajun seasoning. Just a bit. Maybe a touch. And I'm going to add some Old Bay here. Just a smidgen. And some ground white pepper. That ought to be enough. And about a teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to put a lid on it, and we're going to shake it up. Shake it all about. Mix it up. There. See what that looks like. That looks pretty good. All right. Get these out of the way. We'll be back. All right. We have our deep fryer heating up. It's going to take it a bit. We're going to heat it up to about 265, 275 in that area. We have our fish in ice here. Well, ice water. I've rinsed it several times. Then I filled it back up with cold water. And then I put about a quarter, less than a quarter cup of salt in there and mixed it around and let it set for about 25, 30 minutes. Rinsed it off. Rinsed it a couple of more times, rinsed it. And then I filled it back up with cold water and added some ice to it to let it chill. And we'll pat them down before we coat them and put them in the fryer. We'll be back. Now we're going to pat these fish down. And then we're going to place them in the batter. This is whiting, this part. I had a couple of whiting in there I thought I'd deep fry. Give it a whirl. Got to get as much of that water out of there as I can. This is a piece of catfish here. Get another paper towel here. I got a cloth towel beneath all of this, so maybe that'll help get rid of the moisture in them. Now we're going to place them in the fryer. We'll let that go for about 3 minutes or so. And while that's cooking, I'm getting some more ready for the fryer. Now, they look like they're floating, which I've always heard when they're floating, they're usually done. Let's set them up here and let them drain. But we'll check the internal of them just to kind of ease our mind, huh? So we look like we've got 161 there. Oh, 2 something there. The fish is usually 145, so hey, they're good and done. And crisp, I'm sure. Let them finish dripping off. Okay, I'm gonna dump these in my plate area here. Yeah. Get some more shook up. Yeah. I'm gonna set that down in there, and I like putting them in one at a time. There's one. And yes, this is some filtered oil. This is the last time I'm going to use it. I've used it 3 times, I think it is. And I made my mistake using it on fried chicken at first. That's what took it down. But it works out. Okay. That go. And I have my deep fryer set about 370, 360, somewhere along in there. Let them drain. I like it to drip all the oil off of it can. Okay, I'm going to put these over here. And there's our plate with those in it. Now we'll do the rest of them here. Not quite the rest of them yet. I still like about 4 over there that's drying or being patted. Okay, I think these are ready to come out of there. Let them drain. Now it's the last batch. We'll see what it does like this. Don't want it sticking to the basket. Hopefully it won't, and won't stick to each other. Like I said, I usually just drop them in, but I think I'll do them this way this time. And we'll ease them down. Maybe set just a second. Now shake them. I believe that's going to work fine.